Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially unemployed. What the
See you hating too loud, homie, say it again. Me and my niggas too live when we play to win. When I dropped that old shit, they wasn't feeling it. And now I got that new shit, and now they listening. They want me back now. Now she going down, down. They want me back now. See I'm getting to the bag now. Do your dance, huh? Remember, they would say you can't, huh? But I did. I'm hitting so.
Welcome to my channel, Waiting to X. Because it doesn't matter what you're doing or where you're at. We are all just waiting to X. I am your host, Vic. Nice and sweet. But you could also call me Wait. And I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your life to tune into my channel, because time is all we have. So, unemployed. How did that end up to be? I could tell you. The last job was a nightmare. Had to get the hell out of there. It does suck because no money's coming in. But it does allow me to create this channel that I've been talking about doing for the past 5 years. I've been working like a dog. I've just been losing myself, and it's the perfect time. It's perfect time. Please, I really encourage you to support this channel. Hit the like button, hit the follow button, please, because this is not just a channel, it's a movement, and you'll see why. So, unemployed, it sucks. Whatever. You know what sucks even more? I went to a job interview last week. Right? Went to a job interview. I hit up my boy, because I looking for a job, whatever. Hit up my boy. I was like, yo, can you get me into your job? Because he's a bartender. You know what I'm saying? He works for a bar, but it's a franchise. So I was like, yo, can you get me into one of the bar? I want to be a bartender. Well, can you get me into one of those? He's like, yeah, cool. So he hit up one of the bar's owner, like the owner of that bar, whatever. Not the same bar that he's working at, but another one. I guess they're all cool because it's a franchise and they're all connected. So he hit him up and he hit me up to set up an interview. Last week, it was an interview, right? I get there, cool, everything's fine. I'm sitting in it's like a table. What's it like a table? But it's like a poker table. You know what I'm saying? It's round. The guy, the manager, the guy who's hiring, like the owner, he's in front of me, right? I guess his woman, or I don't know if it's his girlfriend, she's on my left side, right? The manager of the bar is on my right side, and one of the employees is on the far right side, right? Just to picture it for you guys. This is how it went left. You ready? The interview was going well, answering all the questions. He even asked me, "Oh, what is the biggest weakness you would say that you have?" And I was like, one of my biggest weaknesses is I talk too much. So everything went well, but it went straight to hell when that woman right there on my left side, I think it's his girlfriend, his wife, something like that. But she turned to me and she goes, it doesn't seem like you're interested. Like, what? Ma'am, what am I doing here if I'm not interested? It doesn't, bro, like, it does like this bro, let me just say something. When you're in an interview and one of the managers or whatever, one of the people that is involved in if you're going to be hired or not, judges you off rip, you're not gonna get that job. Well, the minute she said that, I said to myself, I ain't gonna get this shit. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Just think about it. Like, you don't know me and you already judging me. I would hate to see what it's like when you do know me and see how you judge me there. Because it's going to get worse. Like, it's that, when she said that, in my mind, I was like, yeah, I ain't going to get it. And I ain't, am I working there? No, I ain't get it. I told you. And here's another thing that happened where I knew I wasn't going to get it. You ready? I'm leaving, right? I'm leaving. The interview's over. I'm leaving. Shaking hands. Thank you. I'm walking away. Turn my back. I'm walking away, right? The owner, the owner, the guy that was in front of me, asking the questions and shit like that. You know what he said? This man, he did this loud. He said this loud. This man goes, "Okay, team. Let's all come together." Swear to God. Let's all come together and figure out which interviewer we're going to pick. I'm walking away and I'm listening to that in my like I'm listening to it because it's that loud. And as soon as I walk out the door, in my mind I was like, you know why he did that? You know why he said that loud? It's because he wanted to. This is what he did. He wanted to let me know that, hey, if you didn't get hired, it's not because, you know what I'm saying, of any other reason, but we just didn't want, of any other reason that we just didn't want you. So basically, this was going on. Because you got to understand, my boy hit him up. They're cool, right? So if he hits you up and you don't hire me, you got to go back to him and say, hey, man, I ain't hired him. And you got to have a good reason, right? Because that's how I got the interview in the first place, right? So what he did was he said that loudly so I could hear it. And he could literally say, hey, man, yo, yeah, you sent him over here to get interviewed and everything. But you know what I'm saying? He was cool, but he wasn't right for us. That's why he did that. Because he wanted to keep that fair image. It's like we were fair. If you didn't want me, just say you don't want me. Or you don't have to do all that. You know, I have this thing where it's like, if anybody's gonna be broke, can they just be broke because they're lazy? Like any other reason. Okay, I can't say any other reason. Because, you know what I'm saying, some people are felons, some people. And even felons, I don't believe they shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they should another chance, you know what I'm saying? But even that's besides the point. Because, you know, every company has their own, you know what I'm saying, their own guidelines or whatever. But the majority of time, if you are not going to, if you're not going to get the job, if you're not going to hire the person, can it only be mainly because you don't think he's going to work hard? That's it. That should be the only thing. But I feel like that's just not what it is. Like, I feel like it was already leaning towards they already had somebody in mind. And, you know, I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm moving forward. It's not a big deal. But I just felt like a lot of things that happened that in that situation, it didn't have to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, just regular interview. If you're not going to give me the job, it is what it is. Moving on. Anyways, let's move forward. But we're going to start with the first video of the day.
It's time for what women really think the event. Yeah. All right, now we got Carrie and Kim standing by with guys ready to field some of these questions here. Kim, who's got the first question?
Aaron. Stand up, Aaron. What's your question?
Back in the day when I was in relationships with a couple of girls, not all at the same time, but It was more or less, she was so concerned about where I was. So I would get a phone call and she'd say, hey, where are you? And I'd be like, I'm just hanging out with my friends doing whatever we're doing, pretty much nothing. So her question to me is always, oh, well, would you mind maybe sending me like a Snapchat or, any...
All right, bro. All right. Let me just start with this. She's insecure. She's insecure. She thinks that you are out doing bullshit. She's an insecure woman. That's just what it is. Or she doesn't trust you. That's just what it is.
To let me know exactly what you're doing at this moment. So my question is...
Yeah, she's insecure. She's an insecure woman. She obsess about where you're at, what you're doing, if you're thinking about it. But that's normal, man. Most women are insecure. So it's like, it's normal.
Why is it so dang important for women to know exactly what we're doing every second of the day?
Because they are, I mean, I can't speak for all of them, obviously, but it's definitely insecurity. You know what I'm saying? And also, some women need to know where you're at all times. Because they want to know when they can try some bullshit with you. I swear to God, I'm only here for the fact. I'm only here to give you information. It's real shit. They want to know where you at all times. One half is because they're insecure. They want to see what you're doing. That's one half. The other half, they want to see where you're at all times so they know how to move correctly if they're doing bullshit. But that's just... This is my piece.
Well, this is what we did, fellas. We surveyed this lovely group of women behind me, and we asked, is it because A, women like details, is how we're built? B, we don't trust you?
Yeah, it's B.
Or
Look at the guys. Yo, the guys are like B. You already know.
To make sure we
already know
approve of what you're doing. A whopping 71.
Women are gonna say bullshit so they don't look terrible.
Percent of women said C.
See?
They want to make sure they approve of what you're doing.
Approve of what I'm doing. First of all, if you got with a dude to where he has to approve, he has to get approval for what he's doing to you, you wouldn't be attracted to him. That's one. C's bullshit. 1000%. Look at the guy. It's bullshit.
Where's Memory? All right, so Memory, you answered that way. Why?
Why are you lying for?
I've had many long-term relationships,
lying.
and let's just say many of my exes have not made the right decisions while I wasn't around. I know. One of my exes went out of town without me knowing. He couldn't get to work on Monday. He almost lost his job. Another time, he went and bought...
Let me stop it right here. Sorry, guys. Sorry for stopping. Let me stop it right here. You had to be there because he doesn't make the right decisions. Women do not want to be with no man that's incompetent. That is bullshit. It's bullshit. Come on now. Like, y'all don't want to baby us. Why y'all? It's a lot.
Authorized toy, a $10,000 motorcycle. So needless to say,
that's what happened to you.
Him because he was bound to do something ridiculous.
We talking about majority of women, the majority of time. And that's a great story, sweetheart. But that don't, come on, man.
Now,
it's not true.
Okay,
I mean, it
ladies,
is true
let me
for
ask
you,
a
but
question.
for the...
Are you curious about the grumblings that you're hearing from the 2,000 men?
Yes.
Okay, I think that when you answer 71% of you say it's because you want to make sure that you approve of what we're doing. They think they don't need your approval.
Yeah.
Of what they're doing.
So you gonna be honest or not?
But, fellas, but
Gonna be
listen to
honest
this though.
or-
It's really better than them saying they don't trust you. Because that's how we take it. We take it as you don't trust us.
Steve. It's better than saying they don't trust us, bro. That's better? Okay. You don't gotta say it though. They feel that. It's better to say. You don't gotta say it. They feel that. Saying it and feeling it. I'm over here shaking shit. Saying it and feeling shit is can be two different things. You can say it and not feel it, and you can feel it and not say it. Come on now. Come on.
Now,
Man.
since we're really doing nothing, I'm not going to justify your lack of trust in me with a picture or a snapshot or going over and coming home just because you ain't feeling good about it. Because we don't hear, let me help you make a great decision, or is this okay? We hear, you don't trust us. And I think what they're hearing is that. You don't trust us. I think that would help out a
But
little
y'all
bit. You
don't
see what I'm
trust
saying?
us. That's
That
why
makes
y'all
sense.
won't say it.
Carrie, you've got another guy who's got a question.
Another question.
I
Let's
do.
see.
Let's find Dan. Where's Dan? Dan, you have a question for us.
I do. So this is based on experience of mine as well. I was married a few years back, and everything was going really well. The relationship was awesome, and then I ended up losing my job and decided to make a career change. So money wasn't coming in as steadily as before. I couldn't get her the things that she wanted or take her out as much as we did before.
Right.
And it eventually got to a point where she was distancing herself from me and kind of
We all
pushed
know
away
why.
from the relationship. and ended up,
Every man on this planet know why, but go ahead.
in a divorce, she left.
Oh.
I took it very.
Oh. Ladies, come on now. Come on. What's the question?
Seriously, as far as getting through the good times and the bad. And
What's the question?
obviously she didn't. Why do women basically give up or become distant with a guy when he struggles financially?
Okay, we asked the ladies
We don't
this
got- I don't
question.
gotta say nothing. You
Why
already
do
know.
women lose interest when a man struggles financially? Is it a man is supposed to provide?
It's A.
Is it B, because you start to lash out at us?
It's A.
Or is it C, the man becomes a loser?
It's CNA. CNA.
Well, more than
CNA.
half of the women said it's B because you lash out at them.
Oh, why y'all lying for? Stop lying. Y'all be lying, bro. Y'all be lying, bro. I don't know why y'all lying for. Even Steve Harvey. Look at Steve Harvey's
Where's
face.
Erica?
He's
Hi.
Go ahead.
So I've dated men whove made less than me, and one in particular decided to go back to school shortly after we got into a relationship.
Right.
So obviously he was pressed financially at the time.
Right.
I didn't mind, but I think it did bother him though. For example, on my birthday, I suggested a free concert for us to go to.
Right.
He got so hung up over the cost of parking, and when I said, I'll cover it, his demeanor changed, he became annoyed, and we ended up...
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, because what she's saying is true. Because this is facts. When a man is financially together, he's more positive, his mood is different, his goals are different, his posture, everything's different. He feels like, he is a better man. He's a better human being. Why jobs, careers, how much money you make, that is tied to us men so directly? Why? I know why, but it sucks. Because there's guys that do jobs, and when they go home, they don't even want to think about what they do for a living. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, when that person is communicating with somebody else and they're saying what they do for a living, that's basically who you are. So your occupation is who you are in society. You know what I'm saying? It's tied to you. So, for example, what do we know Drake for? Artist. It don't matter if you work at McDonald's. That's who you. That's who you are. That's you. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks that it's tied to us because there's a lot of guys that do this, do that on the side, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? And they're in a dead end job, but it just it's tied to us. Society, life sucks, especially for men. So it's tied to us. It is what it is.
Not going at all. And then another time on Christmas, we were living apart in separate states. So I got him a surprise trip to come out and visit me. Okay. He got annoyed again and accused me of trying to show him up because...
Yes. That is... It's not right. He is a little insecure, but yes, it could look like that, especially if the dude is down bad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. As a woman, you gotta understand where he stands, and you kind of have to like maneuver a certain way so he feels a little more comfortable, because again, jobs, careers, how much we make is tied to us. So it's tied to us 1,000%. So understanding that your job is to say, hey, even though you're going through it, I'm still here with you, and I still see you as my man, my provider, my, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that will help a lot, especially in a situation like that. But come on.
Knew that he couldn't do a gift that was on that level, so.
Women are saying he's crazy. So that's what.
Little.
Well, here's what I think happens here. A lot of times we are ashamed at points when we haven't gotten ourselves to the point we want to be at in life.
Pause. I'm just going to say something. Yeah, he's right. But as a woman, your job is to keep him there. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever make him feel like he's less. Saying he has to be still at the same position where he was with or without that job. That is your job to do if you want to stay with this man. So like I said,
to be the provider. And sometimes we have to deal with the shame of it. So when you buy a guy a ticket and he goes, damn, I can't do it myself. I can't get over there to see her. Now you gonna just buy me a ticket? Hold on, let me figure this out. Give me a minute. Let me pull
Everybody
something
has them.
together. Don't
it's
just
normal.
buy me a ticket. And that's where the lashing out comes in at. And it's not...
First of all, most men don't lash out. That's bullshit. We don't... I'm not going to say all men, but most men, when we're financial, we don't lash out. We do get annoyed when you don't get the hint that we're struggling and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, where I need to be. But lashing, we don't do that. That's not true. I'm not speaking for all, because I know a lot of you be like, oh, he said everyone. No, I'm talking about most men don't lash out like that when they're, no, it's bullshit.
Lashing out at you is lashing out at himself. If we're not where we want to be, a lot of guys are just ashamed.
That's true.
That's the simplest.
That's true. That's true. Okay. All right. Great first video. Okay. Awesome. Let's go to the second one. What's it called? Avoid broke man. Oh, you you funny,
No
Lo.
single woman who pays her own bills, maintain a roof over her head, pays over $2,000 in bills a month is interested in a broke man. No, you don't have to be a rich man, but you definitely can't be a broke man. No single woman who is interested in establishing...
Let me pause it right here. You funny as hell, Los. You funny. I'm not gonna argue with this. I can't. I'm not in a position to. But you funny as hell for picking that for me. You funny.
For a relationship with a guy is interested in a man coming to her broke. Absolutely not.
All right, you know what? How about this? let's stop it right here, guys. Let's stop it right here. Stop it right here. It was a good show. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm going to get to it another time. Next video, I got y'all. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. Again, hit that follow button. Hit that like button. Support the channel. And also, hit the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Donations is always welcome. It's just growing from here, you know what I'm saying? It's just growing from here. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember, time is all we have. Waiting to X. I'll see you next time.
I was sleeping with your gun now. Had to smile, then you left me here to drum drum. See you hating too loud, homie, say it again. Me and my niggas too live when we play to win. When I dropped that old shit, they wasn't feeling it. And now I got that new shit, and now they listening. They want me back now. Now she going down, down. They want me back now. See I'm getting to the bag now. Do your dance, huh? Remember they would say you can't, huh? But I did. I'm hitting, so now you a